I want to go back and I want to make sure that we understand. You've spoken to the defense on only one occasion, is that correct?
I spoke to them, I believe, twice.
Twice? Okay. Where and when was the first time?
The first time was in New York, August of 2024.
Okay. And how long was that conversation?
Maybe an hour.
Okay. And the second time is when?
I believe last week.
Last week. Okay. You are aware that we received what was represented as your statement on January 20th, the day before trial started.
You didn't finish the question.
Okay. I want you would agree, there are 12 bullet points here, is that correct?
There's an objection on multiple grounds.
On what?
Name one.
One of them is this was asked and answered on Friday at motion. Number two.
Just a question. Your Honor, given what we discussed this morning, it takes on new relevance.
All right.
We approach our
No.
And then
I'm
also
no.
another grounds.
All right. I'm going to assume that what you said this morning justifies this line of question.
Thank you, Your Honor. There are 12 bullets, which is supposed to comprise your entire statement that you've given to the defense in this case. You had a chance to look at this, correct?
Yes, this is not me.
Oh, I'm sorry, this one. I never said that. This one. That's you, correct?
Yes.
12 bullet points. You're aware this was given to the prosecution on January 20th, the day
Objection.
of
Relevance.
This was given to the prosecution, to us, on January 20th, the day before trial started.
Hold on. What is the objection?
Irrelevant.
Sustained.
At any point in here, is there any information about prior specific incidents of the defendant carrying a prop gun, which you testified to on direct examination?
Judge, objection. This was covered Friday.
That's not a legal objection.
Ask Nash
And Your Honor, based on
Sustained. 177.5, don't argue. It was the objection sustained.
is there any indication in your statement about specific incidents involving Rocky, the defendant, being threatened or being the target of violence or home invasion?
Yes or no?
Huh?
Yes.
I'm telling him, it's a yes or a no.
Are there specific incidents listed?
It says, for security measures, which he was known to do after being the victim of violence and home invasion.
Yes. Does it list what those incidents of violence and home invasion
But
were?
that's a summary. So I told them.
You told them what the answers were, correct?
No, I told them what the answer was. No, I'm actually clarifying that I said he was victims of violence, home invasions, and other things before. It says that. It doesn't say specifically because it's a summary.
You were asked on direct examination, and you gave specific incidents that you listed. Do you recall that?
Yes.
My question is, did you tell the defense about those specific incidents when you were interviewed?
Again, I object that it was asked and answered. Nothing to do with anything you from swimming. That's what
Over.
asked.
Is it your testimony that you told the defense about these specific incidents?
Yes.
Is it your defense that you told the defense?
Wait, is it his defense?
No, I said that he told the defense about these specific incidents. He said
I thought
yes.
you said, is it your defense?
No.
He did say.
Is it your position
There you go.
that you told the defense about those specific incidents
He just said yes.
during your interview?
He said yes.
I was trying to clarify, the court said I asked the question with the wrong word. So is your answer yes?
Yes.
Is it your position that you specifically told the defense about the prior incidents involving Rocky and the prop gun?
Hold on, the prior incidents. What you mean prior incidents?
Would you agree, sir, that The only mention in your report about a prop gun is the sentence, during the altercation, Relly told Rocky and Sum and Substance to put the fake gun away.
No, that's the first time. That's before that.
The part that you read. Rocky carried a starter pistol for security measures, which he was known to do after being a victim of violence and home invasions.
That's, if you listen in, violence and home invasions, those are the incidents.
So my question is, you testified on direct examination that there were 3 other incidents you could recall where you saw Rocky with a prop gun.
Okay.
Did you tell the defense that during your interviews?
Yes.
Do you see any mention of those incidents?
It's irrelevant whether he sees it.
All right. Have you ever given your cell phone to the police to have all of its contents copied and analyzed?
No.
Would you agree you never provided anything to the police in this case?
They never.
Motion to strike is non-responsive.
No.
That's for yes or no.
Have you given anything to the police in this case?
No.
Have you given anything to the prosecution in this case?
Just this interview here, no. Besides that, no.
Did you and I have an interview, or did I cross-examine you on the stand after you were called by the defense?
You're asking me questions here. So, to my knowledge, if somebody's asking you questions, that's an interview. So that's all I'll say.
And did you agree to this interview?
Can I answer thoroughly?
That's a yes or no question.
Yes. When you ask me right here, I say yes.
So, sir, are you aware that you were called as a witness by the defense in this case?
Yes.
Are you aware that once you're called as a witness by the defense, that by law, I get to cross-examine you?
Yes.
So, would you agree, sir, this is not a voluntary interview or conversation we're having. You're in a court testifying for the defense, and I'm cross-examining you. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, do you now strike that? Isn't it true, sir, that as you sit here, that you do not want your friend, your brother, to be convicted in this case, whether he shot Relly with a real gun or not, correct?
Can you rephrase that?
Isn't it true that as you sit here today on that witness stand, that you do not want your friend, your brother, Rocky, to be convicted in this case, even if in fact he shot Relly with a real gun?
I was there, he didn't. So, no, I do not want him to be guilty.
Motion to strike is non-responsive.
Yes, sir.
Listen to my question. Isn't it true, sir, that even if the defendant shot Relly with a real gun, that because he's your brother and he's your friend, you do not want him to be convicted?
Can you please rephrase it in a way that I understand?
Okay, I'm going to try it again. Listen to my question. You repeatedly testified that you don't believe that the defendant did not commit this crime. We understand that. That's not my question. Listen to what I'm asking you. Even if, sir, he committed the crime, even if he shot at Relly with a gun, even if that were true, because of your close relationship with him, because you view him as a brother, you do not want him to be convicted. Isn't that correct?
I really don't understand the question.
You want me to try?
I'm going to try. What's that?
Sure. All right. Pretend the gun was real. And that Rocky fired 2 shots at Relly from a real gun. And that's what he's on trial for. Is it true that you would not want him to be convicted? That's what he's trying to say. True. Even if it was a real gun.
True, I will want him to be convicted.
Thank you. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Tacopina.
Save that time on account.
Okay, well, we have that exhibit up there, Mr. Phillips, well, we could take a look, because they've left it up here for quite some time, so it's convenient. Right here. You see that? That's People's 22. McGee asked questions about Relly being labeled a rat by other members of ASAP and the rap community, correct? Remember those questions? They showed you that one post, one, correct?
Yes.
How many people in that one post that they showed you are calling Raleigh destination? How many people?
Just one person.
Just one person. Okay. Now, let's go to a series of questions you were just asked about your communications with the police. You know Detective Flores, the lead detective in this case, testified that they never attempted to reach out to you before 2 weeks ago. You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay. You were then asked, have you ever given anything to the police in this case? Did you give your cell phone? Did you give her anything? Remember being asked those questions?
Yeah.
Did they ever ask?
No.
They, Your Honor.
They are the police.
They is vague.
The police? Oh. When I said they, did you know who I meant?
Yes.
They, Mr. Lewin just asked you if you agreed to an interview when you were asked in front of the judge 2 weeks ago. Remember that? And you said no?
I remember.
When was that?
That was it was about 2 weeks ago now. Yeah.
In January of 2025, right?
Yes.
Prior to that, as Detective Flores testified to, no one ever reached out to you, correct? For an interview.
Correct.
Your Honor, that's going to call for speculation.
Sustained.
Did anyone ever reach out to you
Nobody reached out to me.
from law enforcement?
No.
That's going to call for speculation whether they reach out.
Sustained.
Did you ever hear from anyone from law enforcement or the district attorney's office before 2 weeks ago?
No.
By the way, Lewin knew who you were, right?
Yes, that was a friend of mine. For
Right. Knew where you lived, right?
yes.
He was speaking to the police as you learned, right?
Yes.
Then you were asked, once you learned Rocky was charged with a crime, okay?
Yes.
Did you then think maybe you should reach out to the police at that point? Remember being asked that question?
Yes, I remember that question.
He was already charged with the crime at that point, correct?
And yeah, in 2022, yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. So did you think they made up their mind already?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
Well, why did you reach out to them after he was already charged with the crime?
Because I felt as though they already arrested him and charged him without speaking to me. I felt like, why should I speak to them? They already got their mind made up.